Welcome to Whiskey Obsession's review of Booker's True Barrel Bourbon. Booker's is the first bourbon to be bottled directly from the barrel, uncut and unfiltered. Hi everyone, Justin Dillon from whiskeyobsession.com, and today we're going to be reviewing Booker's. Now, Booker's has a great story behind it. In 1992, Booker Noe, who's the grandson of Jim Beam, decided to create what he called a True Barrel Bourbon, meaning it goes right from the barrel into the bottle. It's unfiltered, uncut. The proof on these bottles range anywhere from 121 proof to this one being 130 proof. Now, it was originally created as a gift for his special friends for the holidays, but it was so well received that he decided to make it available to bourbon lovers and whiskey connoisseurs the world over. And like I said, I love whiskey with a great history and sense of tradition. Well, there's 200 years of tradition that has gone into creating Booker's. So, I mean, and it's just presented so well. It is truly an ultra premium bourbon. And the wooden box, slide this out, and we're just going to remove the bottle. And you can see it's waxed, and there's the embossing of the bee, and it's got this dark color to it. But more importantly, this particular bottle, aside from having its batch number like each bottle has, it has its proof on it. And like I said, they do range. This one is 130 proof. 65% alcohol by volume. Now, I don't normally do this, but I want to read the message on the bottle to you. The whiskey in this package is the highest grade bourbon made by me here at Jim Beam. It is uncut and bottled straight from the barrel. My grandfather, Jim Beam, liked his whiskey from 6 to 8 years old. Now, this particular bottle, they don't tell you the age on it, but it is between 6 and 8 years, and it is, like I said, 130 proof. Just look at the presentation of it. A little nervous opening it actually, but let's go ahead. I'm going to peel the wax. This is one of those things you get one good chance to do it right. So, I'm going to need the knife. What we're doing is we're cutting that wax seal. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to open it. There's the pop. So let's go ahead and we're going to pour, probably not as much as we're used to because it is 130 proof. Yeah, we poured as much as we're used to. So we're going to get this area. First, I want you to see this beautiful, deep, rich, smoky amber color. You just don't see this. And this is something really, really special. I'm going to keep aerating it. I'm going to coat this glass. I can tell you right now, I can't wait to share this with some of my other whiskey enthusiasts. Get the glass coated. Now it's 130 proof, so we are going to dilute this just a little bit with some water, some fresh spring water. So yeah, there's some nasal burn there. wow, there's just this enormous amount of oak that just hits you. The wood from the barrel is just right there. It's so prominent. And we're going to keep aerating this. And this may be one of our longer videos, so you have to bear with me. I'm really trying to get the air in here. See if we can pull out some more aromas. Oh, a little bit of an offering there. And that just brought out a vanilla scent, which is nice and sweet, just to offset that really huge amount of oak and the smoky charcoal. Oh, it's amazing. For something so strong to be so just symphonic in its blend of aromas. It really is a masterpiece. It really is. Booker outdid himself in creating this. And the nasal burn goes away the more you aerate it, so. But with all that smoky charcoal and that, I want to say big oak, that hint of vanilla. Let's give it the first taste without any water and see how we do. Wow. That is intense. In the mouth, it's even warm. It's like a rich cigar, heavy tobacco. I'm going to give it one more taste before you add the water and see what we can pull out of it some more. Still very intense. The tobacco's there. Oh my, it's amazing. Now off camera I'm going to add the water. And again, I do this so you don't necessarily see how much water I add, as not to influence you. So, but very little color shift, very little viscosity change. And that helps bring out the vanilla. That cuts a lot of the smoky charcoal and cuts down on the oak and brings out the vanilla. Now that brought out the tannin in it and the fruit. Lots of fruit coming through now with the water. You still get the tobacco, and it's still very, very intense. It's actually making my eyes water a little bit. Maybe those are just tears of joy. Oh, it's so beautiful. The aroma, the complexity of everything. And like I said, in 1992, when Booker first did this, it was the first bourbon to ever go straight from the barrel right into a bottle. So it'll be interesting to have another bottle of it and see what the proof is on it. So it'll always change. There's a sweetness there. That's the vanilla, and it's very, very prominent now. The more it aerates. still an intense fruit, the tannins, the tobacco. It's just wonderful. It's a beautiful drink. And this is something meant to be shared with true enthusiasts, true connoisseurs. This is not something you start with. Because honestly, if you start with this, you'll never want to drink anything else but. Let's go for a finish here. And I'm getting a sense of the finish now. Like I said, I'm not concentrating on it because I am swallowing, each taste. So the finish is just as intense as the initial taste. You get the warm sensation. It comes back up through your nostrils, but it's very clean. There's not a lot of leftovers, but it's long. It's still with me. In every taste, it's been with me. Now there is a little bit of a sweetness lingering, but for the most part, it's a very clean finish. You're not getting the sensation of all of the flavors. You're just getting that intense, nice warmth, the lift of the heat back through the nasal and nostrils, and again, very clean though, but it's still there. It's still long. It's still with you, and it's just gonna. It actually is saying, "Here, have another one," and I'm gonna have to say yes to that when I'm done with the video. I have to give this an ultimate recommendation. If you have been drinking whiskey for a while and you consider yourself to be an enthusiast or a connoisseur, this is an absolute must-have. It's, again, no two bottles are going to be alike in their proofing, and you're not sure what the age is going to be. It's going to be between 6 and 8, and it's going to be somewhere from 121 proof to 130. So it's going to provide a variety of differences every time you taste it. So maybe you pick up something I didn't. Maybe the next bottle is going to be a little stronger on the fruit, a little heavier on the tannin. But I have to give it an ultimate recommendation. And again, I have to thank Jim Beam for kindly supplying us with a few bottles of their small batch, well actually the entire collection really, to review for you, and I really enjoyed sharing this with you, and I really want you to go out and get a bottle of it, put it on your shelf, keep it out of direct light, and save it for a special occasion. When you have a friend over or someone from out of town, an old buddy who says, I love whiskey and I like this and I like that, and he starts naming off some premium high-end scotches, well, I'll put this up against any scotch any day of the week. It is absolutely wonderful. Thanks again for watching. This has been Justin Dillon with whiskeyobsession.com. I'm going to ask you to like the video, give it a thumbs up, post your comments, send me feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Thanks again. Have a good night. Bye.